Google's monopoly and its repercussions on corporate America. Overview of the legal ruling. Amidst significant market fluctuations, ongoing election chatter, and the conclusion of the Olympic Games, a landmark legal decision was made. District Judge Amit Mehta ruled that Google holds a monopoly and has acted to maintain it. While this decision was anticipated, it also caught many by surprise, given that all trillion-dollar companies today exhibit some form of monopolistic behavior, whether legal or otherwise. The prevailing belief was that regulators would continue to overlook these practices indefinitely. However, this shift in regulatory stance spells trouble for corporate America, where monopolies have become a necessity for profitability. To stay informed about the impact of monopolies on the economy and society, consider subscribing to our channel, All Things Money. Google's antitrust case. Google recently lost an antitrust lawsuit filed by the Department of Justice, with the judge determining that Google's distribution agreements violated Section 2 of the Sherman Act. Google paid companies like Apple, Samsung, Motorola, and LG billions to make its search engine the default on mobile devices, thereby stifling competition. Most users seldom change their default search engine, further entrenching Google's market position. Monopolies, legal and otherwise. Not all monopolies are illegal, and some can actually benefit consumers. Companies can legally dominate a market if their product outperforms competitors, or if competitors simply don't bother to challenge them. For a long time, Google had the best search engine, which justified its market dominance. However, the issue arises when a company uses this dominance to hinder competition. Today, several search engines offer comparable, if not superior, services to Google. The broader issue of corporate monopolies. This antitrust lawsuit is significant because monopolies have become rampant in the corporate world for three main reasons. First, the diverse range of modern goods and services provides more opportunities to create monopolies. For decades ago, industries were less varied, and the largest companies produced basic products. Historical context. Consider U.S. Steel and Nvidia, two companies that were highly valuable at their peaks. Both catered to industrial trends, U.S. Steel during America's building boom and Nvidia with its cutting-edge GPUs during the rise of AI. Unlike basic steel beams, Nvidia's proprietary microprocessors are indispensable for modern AI applications. Nvidia's monopoly allows it to charge premium prices because it dominates the market for AI computing, having developed CUDA, the industry standard for machine learning models. Corporate strategies. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Aramco, and Meta are examples of companies that have achieved market dominance through monopolistic practices. These companies have reached a level of market control that makes it difficult for competitors to survive. Impact on consumers and workers. Many modern businesses, such as those in food delivery, ride-sharing, and AI, operate at a loss, sustained by continuous investor funding. Their goal is to outlast competitors and eventually monopolize the market, at which point they can increase profit margins. Companies like Lucid Motors, Uber, and OpenAI are examples of this trend, where gaining market share is prioritized over immediate profitability. Consumer benefits. While monopolies often seem dystopian, they can occasionally benefit consumers. For instance, the user experience for streaming movies was better when Netflix dominated the market. However, such benefits are usually short-lived, as monopolies eventually exploit their market position. Corporate acquisitions and mergers. Many businesses today are established with the sole aim of being acquired by larger corporations or private equity firms. Tax structures incentivize exits over building sustainable businesses. According to White and Case, global mergers and acquisitions have tripled in volume over the past 2 decades. Acquiring competitors is a common strategy for building monopolies. Recent corporate moves. Recently, Mars agreed to purchase Canova, the maker of Pringles and other snacks, for $36 billion, marking one of the largest acquisitions in an already consolidated food industry. Such moves are becoming more frequent as large companies have ample cash reserves and access to low-interest loans. The role of regulators. Regulators like the FTC have struggled to combat monopolies effectively. They are supposed to block mergers that create monopolies and break up companies that become too large. However, funding for these regulatory bodies has been reduced since 2008, even as deal volume and complexity have increased. Challenges and solutions. The FTC must take companies to court to block mergers or break them up, limiting the number of cases they can pursue simultaneously. Additionally, there is a revolving door between regulatory bodies and the companies they regulate, complicating enforcement efforts. Conclusion. Monopolies are a natural outcome of business practices, and without regulatory intervention, even companies previously broken up will revert to monopolistic behavior. Monopolies harm consumers and workers alike, offering limited choices and suppressing wages.
As always, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel, All Things Money, to see more content like this.